Shot center mass.
One shot, center mass, P4AR, single shot testing. Naked first, fire. 89%. The last thing I wore was this beacon undersuit white. Would you heal me up, please? Thank you. Putting on the beacon undersuit.
I'm out getting you some ammo, brother.
Thank you, Scrug. Brotherhood, one more shot, center mass. %, once again. Heal me up if you could. Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna put on one of the core armors. This is ADP core. 40% mitigation. One shot, center mass, please. Went to 92. If you could heal me up again. Thank you. Now, something I noticed is when I take off the armor, the undersuit kept the damage value. So let's see if that works. Just in the beacon. One shot, center mass. 92% again. Okay, now I'm going to put on the medium armor. Inquisitor with 30% damage reduction. You know what to do. %. Okay, heal me up. Because the numbers were close, we're going to do that one more time. Okay. 91%. So I took the chest piece off. Let's see if we get 91% again. P4. 91%. Do you have something with a higher caliber?
It's FS9, but I can't go to single shot. Okay.
Hold on, let me
What
grab
do you want? What do you want me to bring?
Nah, we're gonna do a coda.
S71.
Scrub, are you still at the terminal?
I'm at the gun store right now.
Would you bring a bunch of coda ammo too? Has a higher single shot. Here, Brotherhood.
I have
pick up this coda.
LH86.
That does automatic fire, not single shot. Try the coda. It's a high caliber single shot. I dropped it right here by the terminal.
Same distance. You're gonna move back a bit when you're ready.
Yeah, 1 second. Equipping the undersuit. And equipping one of the cores. ADP core black, coda pistol, center mass. 64%. Now this might in-cap me. But we're gonna try it. Coda, center mass, just the beacon. 64%. I got a tier 3, I gotta go heal that up though.
You know, wonder if there's a time limit to that. Like, waited 5 minutes, would the damage reduction persist? Because you could just run around CZs with an undersuit put on heavy armor, take it all off, run around.
Yep.
You'd be so fast.
Yep. Something's up with the mitigation. We can test that at the end. I'm still recording, but that's fine.
Alright, I'm making my way back.
And thank you again, gentlemen, for your assistance. All right, I'm going to put on the medium armor chest.
For science.
Also bought a couple of the guns and ammo for them.
Oh, thanks. I've got basically every weapon here. Okay, this is the Inquisitor with 30%. $58. So less mitigation as anticipated though, because it's medium versus heavy. Thank you. So I took off the chest armor. Let's see what happens. 58. Naked.
Down to 2 rounds for the quota.
This will probably in-cap. It doesn't. 58. Same mitigation.
That's how J-Gun's surviving.
This should have in-capped me. Alright, healed up. Now I'm going to put on one of the fancy undersuits. This is the light Xanthul, which should have 10% mitigation. Sorry, 15% mitigation. Fire away. 58%, same reduction as the medium Inquisitor core.
That was 6 rounds.
Heal me up, if you could. Here's another coda. You can keep that one. You can keep them, but I dropped another coda for you. Okay, this is the RSI Zeus Exploration Suit. It should have 40% damage reduction. Same thing. Let's go. %, exactly the same as the medium armor. Thanks. All right, let's try it naked after that. %. I got a tiered injury this time, so the damage mitigation was the same, but I did get a tier injury not wearing the armor. Oh wait, I gotta heal the injury at the med bay. Gonna try the Novikov set next. If I can find it, it should be this one. Nope, wasn't that one. Should be this one then. Alright, Novikov. Same stuff. Let's go. Same mitigation. Exactly the same as the medium. Okay. Let's see if I switch to a different undersuit. This is the other basic one that I had. Nope, that's the beacon. It's a fancy undersuit from one of the pyro bosses, but it's just an undersuit with 10%. 45% damage this time. Okay, we're gonna try the Novikov. %. Different mitigation, because I switched from one undersuit to another undersuit. But the Novikov is supposed to have 40% mitigation. Oh, I got a tiered injury. Alright, I like this one a lot, so I'm actually gonna put it back in the bank. Just in case.
Here's your ammo, brother.
Thank you. Thank you. That's the different arms for that, right? Or is that the standard arms for the Dust Devil?
Oh, that's down. Right arms.
Yeah, I thought it's a little more streamlined than I thought. It like when you see it on the guy, he looks so enormous.
Okay, let's try Beacon Undersuit with the heavy armor. Okay, we should be back to 40% mitigation here.
Okay, this is the last round I have for the Coda. Do you want me to switch back to the P4?
No, scrub brushy ammo.
Did you get any Coda? Oh, there we go. Thank you.
I got more if you need it.
Alright, one shot, center mass, 40% damage reduction, ADP core. 64%. Okay, now I'm going to put on the Novikov again.
I also got a LH 88 to try.
Yeah, that's full auto. Really hard to do controlled shooting. Alright, one
I
shot,
didn't
center
realize it
mass.
was.
64%. Same mitigation. It's supposed to be the same mitigation though. But every other time I did this, it wasn't.
What about R97 shotgun? I guess that's technically full.
Yeah, it's also unreliable. Okay, so I dropped my Novikov. I'm gonna try a different undersuit. We're just in the beacon undersuit again. Take your shot. I went to 45% with a tier 3.
Alright, okay. Clearly there's a little level of randomness to the injury patterns, but
The injury patterns, yes.
Yeah. Like, you know, you drop from 49 to 45 or whatever, but it doesn't make the damage mitigation is nonsense right now.
I am detecting a pattern. It would appear that undersuits are inheriting the damage mitigation of the last armor piece you wore. That's what it looks like. So I'm going to put on this ADP core again. Okay. And you're going to shoot me. Yep, I went to 64 just like we thought, right? Now I'm just going to put on a completely different undersuit. I'm just going to get a whole new undersuit from the bank. Cool. Sabine undershoot. I'm going to go to 64%. Shoot me.
Just turn towards me slightly.
Better?
Better.
Alright. I bet it's going to be 64. 45. Okay, so there was a delay or something. Alright. 45 is what I should take unmitigated, I think. Alright, we're going to try the ADP core again. Maybe it's because I interacted with the kiosk. Oh, wrong core. You can go ahead and put this back. Actually, wait, I want to test one more thing with it. Alright, this should be 30% reduction. Yeah, I went to 58. I did get a tiered injury, though. But 58 is clearly between 45 and 64. Alright, let's see what happens if I take this off. What do we think, 45 or 56?
56.
45.
Alright. 58. It was 58 before, not 56. But, yeah, it inherited the damage reduction of the core.
Do a lap around the hangar and see if it maintains it. Okay.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, I can do that. Here. Shoot your shot. Went to 64. Doing a lap around the hangar.
Should we shoot at you?
Faster.
This is a
that's
large
only
hangar,
4
man.
railgun now.
Come on.
I mean, I could probably snipe one with the railgun from here.
Probably could. Please don't.
If we see what your heart rate is and your time, we probably can calculate your VO2 max.
Well, right
I think
now
I'm
I'm
fired up.
at 100 doing a full sprint. So I've got pretty good cardio.
Well, you're also practically wearing nothing.
Feels like I'm wearing nothing at all. Yep. All right. Let's test your theory of the timeout. 64. And I have no pending moves. There's nothing going on with the server. Server's working perfectly fine.
Interesting.
All right.
Oh.
So this put the whole new meeting to naked runs and CZs
Right, you got to put on something heavy first.
and take it right off and run in.
I wonder if do the core, then we test it, we take it off, and interact with your inventory before we shoot you.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep. 64. I got a tier 3 injury again. So I got to go heal it in the ship.
There's a certain randomness to the injury pattern then.
Yeah.
What if we do full on gear?
It seems like it's a percentage chance that's raised or lowered based upon the quality of the armor, is my guess.
That would make sense.
My brother shoot me.
Best.
Yeah. Yeah, 64.
Yeah, it should be the same for everybody. Okay, so I'm wearing the heavy armor, right? What did you want me to do this time?
Okay, so we're gonna shoot you. Then we know that the undersuit's maintaining it. How about we you shoot you with it? Just get a baseline. I'll do that now.
Okay. 64. No injury though.
Okay, now take it off, and then just look at the ASOP's terminal.
Oh, just like interact with some things?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna interact here. Do the kiosk. Scroll around a little bit. Here, I'll even take something out. Dropped another ADP. Oh, look, I'll pick this up. What is this? It's interesting. Oh, another undersuit. Let's put that back on the ground. Jump
Oh,
around.
you want to see if it actually persists?
Okay. Fire. 64.
Very strange.
Okay.
Now I wonder if you put the core on, drop the core, and get shot in the head. Wonder how much that'll do.
So we can test with a helmet and see if it does the same thing with the helmet.
Yeah, because you technically don't have a suit on your head, right?
All right. I am wearing a Baylor helmet.
Just make sure you put your spawn point on your Pisces, right?
It doesn't work like that, I don't think. But you should be able to scrape me up. I'll just be in cap, not dead. All right. Headshot. Don't miss. 45% and bleeding out. Helmet is off.
That's a hell of a headshot.
Coda hit hurts hard. It's a great one for this testing. All right. Headshot again. I'm not wearing the helmet. Ow. 40 something. Heal me. I went all blurry, but I think it was 45% with a tier 3
Yeah,
injury.
tier.
Did it say 45 for you?
Yeah.
Okay, so the injury mitigation goes away, but the damage mitigation persists. I guarantee if you had shot me in the head with a Coda without that lingering thing, I would have been dead.
Oh, more than likely. Makota's what considered a 50 cal.
That's
Something,
I think
yeah.
what it's modeled after, like the 357
Yeah.
Magnum.
It
Oh
is.
yeah, you would have been fucking whoa.
So we're not going to test that the other way for now, because I don't want to run all the way back for Morrison General.
I mean, if I had my terrapin here, you'd be able to set your spawn there.
I mean, I can set my spawn here. I just don't think it works in hangars. I think they patched that out. Oh, I'm really glad we didn't do it. I would have been in Seraphim.
It actually says on it code of 50 cal.
Yeah. All right. So I should have the 40% damage mitigation for the chest again. Let's just make sure. Chest, not head. Yeah. Okay. 64. Heal me up. All the way, please. Thank you, sir. Okay. Where is my ascension? Okay, here's the ascension. With the Baylor white helmet. Alright, shoot me in the chest. If our theory's right, I will keep the 40% mitigation. I should go to 65. 64, right, okay.
54.
But I got the injury, so the injury protection doesn't carry over.
But the damage reduction does.
Yeah. Because I'm very consistently getting the injury when I test with the undersuit, right?
Yep, it seems like it.
I gotta say, Brotherhood, you must have a really strong grip to be able to shoot a 357 non-stop.
Right? Okay. Headshot, please. Okay. What's it say? 45?
Yep, 45.
Okay. I'm gonna put on the Ascension helmet. Okay. If my theory is correct, I'll get a tier 3 head injury and I'll be at 45%, but I'm gonna get blurry, so Scrub, I need you to verify the percentage after I'm hit. Let's do it. Headshot. 45%, right?
45.
With a tier 3 injury. Yep.
Yep.
So I guess if you want to make your Novikov or
Hello,
Pembroke
we're recording
work,
in this channel.
Understood?
you want to make your Pembroke or Novikov work, put on heavy armor and take it off, then put on the other
Yeah.
suit. But we're not sure how long it lasts.
No, we're not.
It might last until you're dead.
May well do that. Okay. Good to know. But it's not worth doing this because you still lose the injury percent chance, it looks like.
Yeah,
I'm always getting the injury. Okay, now I'm going to put on the Zeus suit. And the Zeus hat.
All right, I think you should run around the hangar in that suit because it'll be hilarious.
Yeah, but let's focus on the testing thing for now. Okay, so by the logic we've been following, the last armor I was wearing was the Ascension, which should have 40% reduction. But I'm guessing if you shoot me in the chest, it's going to be the 0%. So let's try chest. 64, it kept the heavy armor. Interesting. Alright. Alright, let's try the headshot. %. Yeah, it kept the heavy armor.
So yeah, just wear heavy armor underneath, then take it off and go in Pembroke.
Yeah, moral of the story is you need to put on a heavy armor and then put on one of the undersuits with damage mitigation, and it just works.
Every time I hear that shit, it makes me think somebody actually just spawned in the hangar.
Shoot me in the chest. This is the Sabine after the Zeus. Zeus has 40, Sabine should have 10. 45% still.
45.
Alright. Let's try the Inquisitor core. Alright, Inquisitor core. Shoot your shot. 58% and a tier 3.
I'm out of paramed on this gun.
Yeah, we're down to 2 rounds, Coda.
That's alright.
I got more.
I think we've got enough data at this point. I just want to test one more thing. And I will post this on Spectrum and an issue council, and I will credit both of you fine gentlemen for your assistance.
Want to test how many railgun shots your player can hold?
Yeah.
1. The answer is 1. I know from experience. Ask Silver. I think he's the one who shot me. Alright, so I just had a medium armor on, right?
Yeah.
We're just going to go straight to the Zeus suit. Same one. Alright. Center mass, let's go. 58%. Thank you. Alright, conclusion is Undersuits keep the damage mitigation of the last actual armor that you wore. Is that a fair conclusion?
That's what it looks like.
We just don't know for how long they maintain that mitigation. And it's all undersuits, it looks like. You can keep the gun.
I got lots.
Alright, thank you guys. I'm going to stop recording.